Tune in to Dunstan Kiwi Bred, a weekly look at the New Zealand thoroughbred breeding industry on TAB Trackside 1 every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Welcome back to Dunstan Kiwi Bred. Mapperley stud welcomed the services of He's Remarkable last season, and Kiwi Bred recently returned to the stud to chat to Sims Davison about the sire's first foals to hit the ground. He's Remarkable retired off the racetrack last season and commenced stud duties here. Developmentally, Sims, how's he come on in the last 12 months?
Yeah, he's been great to work with. He's thoroughly enjoying his new job. It did take him a couple of months just to realise that he was no longer a racehorse, but once he sort of switched over onto his new job, he's been great. He's he's a very quick server. He's great to handle, and we've been wrapped with the way he's his attitude's sort of come along.
He's the highest stakes earning son of Pentire. It's a standard stud with earnings of over $860,000. On his dam side, you've got that wonderful Zabeel Centane blood. Yeah. What's his pedigree offered New Zealand breeders?
Well, I think the first thing that's offered him is just great value for money. It's a lovely pedigree. It's Roger James paid $360,000 for the yearling. At Cracker. If you look through that pedigree, there's runners all the way through it. Rivulet was obviously a fantastic mare, and she's done a great job as well. It's offering the breeders a great opportunity to get into a family like that. At a really Group 1 winning horse. Obviously it's been noted a lot of times, but he won that Group 1 by 2 lengths and obviously had it taken off him. Luckily the horse doesn't know that. He's still a Group 1 winner, and it's just for value for money at a $4,000 service fee, you're getting in for that lovely family. You throw those 3 stallions in the mix: Pentire, Centane, Zabeel. It's not a bad recipe, and I think that's what breeders have sort of recognised straight away, that it is a lovely family where they can get real good bang for their buck, really.
You've got 30 He's Remarkable foals on the ground here. What's the verdict on them?
Look, we're absolutely wrapped with him. He's really stamped his mark. They've all got lovely heads on them, lovely bodied horses, good strength. We couldn't be any happier with him. He really has stamped his mark, as we're going to see later on when you look at a few of his foals. They're all very similar, which is great. He's a double brown, which helps us out a little bit as well. No, look, so far, touch wood, everything's been great.
He's Remarkable, the horse himself. He's unmistakably Zabeel Centane in the looks department. Yeah. Are there any other defining characteristics the foals are displaying?
No, so as I said, they've all got lovely heads. We obviously had, we breed a lot on type, so. He's a stallion that the reason, one of the ones we stood him because he's such a fantastic looking animal, and he's from a beautiful family, not only pedigree wise, but they're all good looking horses. And so that was something we recognised, when you're trying to breeding on type these days, which is so important when it comes to those sales, that we wanted something that was going to tidy up a lot of our mares. So, he's really done a great job. They've got lovely heads on them, good bodied, correct as well. The whole family's all, good straight-legged horses, and, he's really stamped that with his foals.
Of course, Gary Chittick's a part owner of He's Remarkable, and Waikato Stud have staunchly supported the horse with their broodmare band. Second year at stud, are breeders still keenly patronising him?
Yeah, look, he's been, as a result of his foals popping out, he's got a lot of return business. Pretty much everyone that went to him last year is back in there again, and obviously he's gained a few more followers just as a result of his good-looking foals. And I think, as I said, he was a serious racehorse. He was. He was stakes placed at 7 times. He was Group 1 placed at 3, 4 and 5. And so I think that the main thing these days is trying to get good value for your money, which breeders are looking for, and I think He's Remarkable really ticks all those boxes.
Well, Pentire's proven he crosses well with the Saddler's Wells mares, Danehill, Zabeel, Centane mares also. Is He's Remarkable getting the quality of mare you'd hoped for? Yeah,
he has. Like we've really supported him as a stud. We've sort of sent he'd have half a dozen of our K1 mares, and we've sort of sent 30 of our good K2 mares to him as well. So we've really heavily backed him. Obviously along with Waikato have sent some lovely types as well. Group 1 winning horses. So between us and then obviously the support of other breeders, he's got some lovely mares. He's definitely going to have, he served just over 80 mares last year. And you know, if he can get sort of 70 foals on the ground, that's going to be enough. You know, as I said, Gary often tells me all the Centennial only said 40, 45 and he had 6 stakes winners out of that. So if the stallion is good enough, you know, he'll prove it with that. And 70 foals we find is going to be plenty.
You mentioned it before, Sims. It's widely agreed He's Remarkable was probably one of the unluckiest racehorses on the racetrack. He certainly had talent to burn, but you took a punt getting him here to Mapperley. You thought he was the horse to put you back on the breeding map. Is he delivering?
Yeah, absolutely. He really is. Like, as we've talked about his foals already. We couldn't be happier. He's been, you know, he's great in the breeding shed. We have no issues. He loves what he does. He's great to handle. You know, and he really is his foals. We couldn't be more happy with him. So, you know, it is obviously in today's climate, getting numbers to him, it's always a tough thing. But if we can get him sort of around the 80 mark for the next, you know, this year, which we're at already, he's going to have every chance. And you mentioned, you know, how he was an unlucky horse. But you know, even though he was unlucky, he still notched off a Group 3 in Australia. He was second in a Group 2 over there. Obviously, he won that Group 1. So, like, even though he was unlucky, he's still got $860,000 to his name. Is not bad for an unlucky horse, you know.
He's Remarkable will stand his second season at Mapperley Stud for a fee of $4,000 plus GST. It's now time for Kiwi Bred Abroad, and we're off to